Yo guys, InsaneGamer52 here, and Call of Duty just released an absolutely massive blog post with oodles of information to prepare us for the upcoming early access campaign and full game launch. This is quite a beefy blog post, so let's break it down one section at a time. FYI, I am getting over a cold, so please bear with my nasally voice and please don't roast me too hard in the comments. Alright, so I'm going to be going over the highlights of this blog post. I will not be covering every single detail. If you want to read the full thing for yourself, I will have it linked in the description below. Okay, so the first thing they go over is all the important upcoming dates. First up, we have October 19th at 10 AM Pacific time, which is when all platforms will be able to preload the campaign. It is worth noting that you can only preload the campaign if you pre-ordered a digital copy of the game. Next up, we have October 20th at 10 AM Pacific time, which is when the early access campaign goes live. Then we have the full game preload, which will be different depending on your platform. Xbox will be able to preload on October 19th at 10 AM Pacific time. PlayStation will start on October 20th at 4 AM Pacific time, and PC will be able to preload on October 26th at 10 AM Pacific time. The later PC preload is likely to prevent people from data mining the game and leaking details, and I'm absolutely happy to see this precaution. Next up, we have the actual release of the game, which will be different depending on where you live. This is a midnight release for the Eastern time zone, and you can either do the math or check out this global map to see when the game releases for you. Next, we have the MW2 Pre-Season, which will be going from launch on October 28th to November 15th. This is when you'll be able to level up and unlock everything that the game launches with to get ready for all the content coming in Season 1. Speaking of Season 1, it will start on November 16th, and this will include Warzone 2, DMZ, a returning fan-favorite multiplayer map, new Spec Ops Missions, and 2 free weapons. It's worth noting that they say Season 1 will be coming with a new Battle Pass system, which I'm interested to see how they change it up. Season 1 Reloaded will be on December 14th, which will introduce the feature that I'm most looking forward to, which is raids in Spec Ops. Raids are going to be continuations of the campaign added as new Spec Ops episodes, and they're going to involve 3-player co-op with strategic thinking, puzzle solving, and bouts of intense co-op combat action. As someone who loves solving puzzles and hunting for Easter eggs, I absolutely can't wait for raids. Also coming with Season 1 Reloaded are a returning fan-favorite multiplayer map and Warzone 2 update. Next up, we learned that completing the campaign will also unlock rewards available for use in all modes of the game. You will get a weapon blueprint, 2 hours of double XP, 3 hours of double weapon XP, 4 operators, 4 calling cards, and 1 emblem. You will of course also get trophies and achievements for completing certain things in the campaign as well. I think this is really neat to give all these rewards to help incentivize people to play the campaign. Honestly, I usually don't play COD campaigns until way into the game's life cycle when the multiplayer starts to lose its appeal. This campaign will be an indirect continuation of the Modern Warfare 2019 story, taking place 3 years after the formation of Task Force 141. There is also confirmation that there will be intel hidden throughout the campaign. That's currently the first video that I plan on making, so keep your eyes out for that intel guide after the campaign drops. Alright, now let's move on to multiplayer. There will be 12 unique modes at launch with 10 traditional modes on core maps and 2 ground war modes on large-scale battle maps. It doesn't sound like there's going to be anything new here on top of the modes that we played in the beta. As for the maps themselves, they will be split into 3 different regional categories. The first one is going to be Al Mazrah, which is a metropolitan area within the Republic of Adal. This is also where the Warzone 2 map will take place. Next up is Las Almas, which is a Central American region with a similar footprint to Al Mazrah. The fact that they talk about the size of this region being similar to Al Mazrah makes me think that this may be the second Warzone 2 map. The final region is the rest of the world, which is just their way of classifying any other remakes or maps from other regions of the campaign. Unfortunately, they don't list the number of maps that will be available at launch, but I'm really hoping it's similar to the scale of Vanguard, which had 16 maps at launch. They do end the multiplayer section with a note that there will be a full breakdown of all multiplayer-specific features, maps, modes, and playlists closer to launch. The next section is Spec Ops. There will be 3 Spec Ops missions at launch. The first is Bad Situation, where you infiltrate a town in the dead of night to uncover intel and evidence left behind by Al-Qatala before exfiltrating. This will be a nighttime stealth mission. The second one is Vehicle Escape, which reads that there are multiple SAM turrets preventing reinforcements from entering Al Mazrah. With the help of a vehicle, navigate through the winding streets of a suburb to destroy them, then speed over to the exfil plane to escape. This sounds a lot more like a high-octane action mission. And the third one is Observatory Defense, which is a love letter to fans of survival modes. Defend the observatory from increasingly difficult waves of enemies attempting to detonate bombs. Between each wave, operators can spend cash to get items such as kill streaks, self-revive kits, and armor plates. This sounds similar to the Spec Ops survival modes that we've seen in the past, and will definitely be a fun challenge for zombies players. Next up, we learned that you will have a backpack in Spec Ops that will hold your equipment and one of 3 kits. Kits are basically your loadout of perks, field upgrades, and kill streaks. First up is the Assault Kit, which is focused on survival with an armor box, faster loadout item usage, increased armor capacity, and free stims. Next is the Medic Kit, focused on revives with a stim pistol to instantly revive from a range, bomb drone, double time perk, claymores, and anti-tank mines. And the last kit is Engineer, which is focused on equipment usage with a snapshot pulse field upgrade, automatically restocking lethals and tacticals over time, the ability to carry extra equipment, and a free heartbeat sensor and spotter scope. You can get kits up to level 10 by earning stars through missions and mission-related challenges. Next, they talk about the different progression systems in the game. First up is the military ranks that are your normal levels from 1 to 55 where you unlock all the base items in the game. Then there's the weapon platforms, which will feature up to 6 different weapons per platform with camo and mastery challenges. There will be both platform-specific and universal attachments that you unlock by leveling up guns in each platform. You'll unlock the first weapon in a platform via military ranks, but to unlock the rest of the weapons in a platform, you will need to level up the weapons in that platform to unlock receivers and progress through the unlock tree. If you aren't familiar with this system, I made a really easy to follow video going over the weapon progression system, and I'll have that linked in the description below and top right of the screen right now. There will be 3 daily challenges in both multiplayer and Spec Ops to help you level up. And if you complete all 3 challenges, you will unlock a bonus challenge worth triple XP to really help level you up quickly. We had access to these daily challenges in the beta, and they were usually really easy, plus the bonus challenge gave you the option of completing it with 2 different challenges, which was pretty neat. There will of course be career challenges as well, like winning matches in certain modes and getting kills with specific equipment. There's also going to be a new battle pass system and seasonal prestiges again, which I know may disappoint a lot of people. Many of us OG fans were hoping for a regular prestige system like we had in the past, but unfortunately that is not the case. I am interested in what they mean by a new battle pass system though. Next up is operators. There will be 25 operators available at launch, with 18 of them able to be unlocked in campaign, multiplayer, and Spec Ops. The 7 available right off the bat will be 2 Milsim operators, 4 operators via the Vault edition of the game, and 1 operator that is a PlayStation exclusive pre-order bonus. I'm not going to read their full bios in this video, but feel free to check them out in the blog post linked in the description. First up, we have the Spec Crew operators right here. And then we've got the Cortac operators right here. Next, we have weapon platforms and the gunsmith system. There will be 33 weapon platforms in the game, with a total of 51 primary and secondary weapons available at launch. This is a good amount of launch weapons, and they do actually list the number of each weapon per class. There will be 10 assault rifles, 4 battle rifles, 7 submachine guns, 6 light machine guns, 4 shotguns, 6 marksman rifles, 3 sniper rifles, 1 riot shield, 5 sidearms, 4 launchers, and 1 melee weapon. Like I said before, if you're not familiar with the weapon platform unlock system, feel free to check out my video in the description. And the last notable thing from the blog post is there are going to be Twitch drops for Modern Warfare 2, which I don't remember happening in the past. For linking your Activision account to Twitch and watching a stream with drops enabled for 1 hour, you will get a weapon charm, calling card, emblem, sticker, and weapon blueprint. These drops are going to be available from launch on October 28th through the following weekend on November 6th. Honestly, this was a ton of information for 1 blog post and is really getting me excited to get my hands on the game. If you found any part of this video helpful, let me know by dropping a thumbs up. And feel free to subscribe for more in-depth guides in the future. Alright, that's all I got. I'll see you guys next time.